Thank you very much for coming out this evening. Thank you.
Sorry, my bad.
Alright, everyone, thanks for watching this video. First of all, my name is Brandon. This is my partner Kirby, and this is our first of what's going to be a series of MMA shows. MMA and boxing, actually. We're going to give our picks for all the biggest cards. Actually, not even all the biggest cards, really, just all the cards.
We're going to do predictions. We might even do, the latest news and opinions, maybe fights we want to see. What we would like people to do is subscribe to us and post comments on our predictions and the news that we talk about. Like I said, we're only human. These are our predictions. If you don't like it or if you agree, post it. Put a comment on our page, and we'll be sure on the post fight. Immediately after the cards, we're gonna do another video, and we'll take your comments. We'll give you a shout out what it is. We might say, hey, we picked something wrong. So and so said we're assholes. You're right. So
basically, subscribe to our channel. Check us out. We're going to be back for post fight UFC 121.
Yes.
But what we're going to break down is UFC 121 is the co-main event and the main event, because that's really the only fights people care about. That's Martin Kampmann and Jake Shields in the co-main event. Jake Shields, fresh off his domination of Dan Henderson in Strikeforce, coming in and take on Martin Kampmann, who is on a 2-fight win streak. What do you think about this fight?
You say domination. If you want to talk about wins, and he has 14 wins, then yes. If you're talking about he's leaning closer and closer to decisions, closer and closer. Although decisions aren't bad things, that's not what people want to see. That's not what the fighter wants. He tried to submit Mayhem. He wasn't able to do that. Mayhem is a very good jiu-jitsu artist himself, even though he's portrayed as slightly goofy. Dan Henderson, he wasn't able to submit Dan Henderson. I don't know what his game plan was there. I have to say this about Jake Shields, and I'm gonna say Martin Kampmann. I'm gonna go for Martin Kampmann for the upset. People are gonna think I'm crazy, but here's why. Martin Kampmann is a very good striker, and he's one of the most underrated fighters in the UFC. Jake Shields doesn't wake up until 5 minutes after the bell rings. So the first round is Martin Kampmann is his for the taking. Look at what Dan Henderson did to Jake Shields the first round. A lot of people believe that Dan Henderson was going to knock him out, and he almost did. And a lot of people thought the fight should have been stopped. Paul Daly gave him the same stepfather treatment that Dan Henderson did. So Martin Kampmann, although he's not much of a pressure fighter, he's a calculated fighter. So I think that Jake Shields is going to have a really, really rough first round. Go on ahead. What do you think?
I'm also picking Martin Kampmann in this fight for the upset. It surprises me that so many people are picking Jake Shields. I think if you look a little bit closer at the styles, maybe don't look at the records, but if you look at the style, it's that Martin Kampmann has the style to beat Jake Shields. Jake Shields, obviously, he's very, very weak on the feet. Martin Kampmann being probably one of the top 10 strikers in the UFC, maybe top 5, maybe. I don't know. He's up there. He's probably
very good.
Yeah, probably top 7. I don't know, but he's definitely one of the top strikers in the UFC. And he has underrated jiu-jitsu. So if Jake Shields can get him to the ground, I think Martin Kampmann can hold his own there. Now, Jake Shields is probably the most boring fighter you'll ever see. I'm hoping that he's not going to just go in there and lay on him, Martin Kampmann, and I have faith that Martin Kampmann can stand up if he gets taken down, and I have faith that Martin Kampmann can deliver strikes on the feet as well. So I'm picking Martin Kampmann. Sprawl and brawl, basically, is what I'm saying. He's going to sprawl. He's going to tag him on the feet, and that's going to be the story of the fight.
One of the important notes is that Martin Kampmann has 3 losses. Let's take a look at them. Paul Daly, TKO punches. Nate Marquardt, TKO punches. And then one in his earlier career, TKO from a cut. Jake Shields' game is submissions, and Martin Kampmann's not been submitted.
Right, exactly.
So if it was a striking game, I might say Martin Kampmann might be taking a loss. But Jake Shields isn't a very good striker.
Jiu-jitsu game.
No, I'm talking about striking. He has 2 losses from strikes, and then his other one was from a cut, which I would assume from strikes or knees or kicks. So if Jake Shields doesn't strike, he's not a very good striker. So I'm not going to say well, Jake Shields is going to knock him out. That's a very, very long shot in the dark. So and he's not been submitted. This is their first time for everything. Yes, does Jake Shields have 14 wins? Yes,
but I more than 14
in a row.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. So, Martin Kampman, I think, is just going to be a little smarter. A lot of people are saying this is Jake Shields coming out to say, hey, people from UFC, if you haven't known me, this is who I am, and somebody's going to crash this party.
Yeah, usually when the UFC brings in a guy, they try to build him up. It doesn't go well. That's just how it happens. So I'm picking Martin Kampman based on. But he just has more tools.
He just has more tools. Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with that. I mean, unfortunately, I love Jake Shields. I think he's one of the top 10 pound for pounds. But I think this might be where it stops. Just based off of I think he might do good against other welterweights. But like you said, style wise, this isn't his.
Why don't you go ahead and give us your pick on the main event, the World Heavyweight Championship, Cain Velasquez and Brock Lesnar?
Cain Velasquez, Brock Lesnar. I'm going to have to go with Cain Velasquez, and here's why. Am I a Brock hater? Absolutely, people. I believe I have very, very good reason. I mean, let's look at Brock's strong points. Well, I guess let's say his strong point, wrestling. Let's look at it. Shane Carwin, this community college guy who's not going to take down a D1 wrestler, completely shrugged him off. Brock Lesnar, he's not necessarily smart when it comes to tactics to getting to the takedown. It's, I want the takedown, I'm a rush in and get it. He's not the kind of strike first to take down kind of person. Randy Couture, who was 40, 50 pounds lighter, was able to wrestle with him on the ground. He was able to get up numerous times. It's just not there. He's not impressed me. You want to talk about, well, yes, he did pin down Frank Mir, but jiu-jitsus have this very kind of peace of mind thing when it comes to the ground. They don't mind being on their back, and they're not in any kind of rush to get up. So, when you're talking about when he faces Shane Carwin size-wise, there was a bout of equal size. I think Cain Velasquez is that perfect size to where he's a little bit bigger than Randy Couture, he's a little bit lighter than Shane Carwin, and he has that versatile strikes that we all know that he doesn't have. He's quick, he has strikes, he's much smarter. I'm going to have to go with Velasquez.
I feel the same way. I think that Cain Velasquez is he's younger, he's stronger, and like I said with the Martin Kampman fight, he has more tools. I have a hard time picking a guy who can only win by taking you down. And I may be saying that, it may not be correct because Brock Lesnar has shown that he can submit you and he can knock you out. But I just think that, the Shane Carwin submission, Shane Carwin was a corpse by the time, the second round started. He had no gas. He basically pushed him over and he fell.
Blew him over.
Yeah, and then he did fuck up Mir and Randy Couture. I mean, I'll say that's legitimate, but, Couture 50 pounds lighter, and then Frank Mir is Frank Mir. Sometimes he's on, sometimes he's not. I just have a hard time betting on a guy like Brock Lesnar who doesn't have very much skill. I mean, I'll say it. He doesn't have very much skill. He Donkey Kong's takedowns pretty much. He just runs in, and he doesn't set him up like my partner said. And I just think Cain is a lot smarter than that. We won't have to worry about Cain getting gassed out. Cain's going to sprawl. He's going to be able to shrug him off just like Carwin did.
In Rothwell case.
Yeah. He's going to be able to stop the takedowns just like Couture did. And I just think he's able to basically, he's able to defend off Brock Lesnar and do what he wants is what I'm trying to say.
Like we said, you want the variety of tools. You don't want somebody coming in to build your doghouse with a hammer when you got somebody else who has a motherfucking business. Okay? So that is our roundup, the main events, the co-main event and the main event. Let us know what you think. Please comment. We are more than happy to embrace your feedback, your different points of view.
Most importantly, subscribe.
This is not the end of us. MMA, boxing. We want to do Strike Force. We want to do it all. Okay? So make sure you stay tuned. I am Kirby. This is my partner Brandon Weber. See you on Saturday after UFC.